So, alright, assuming Discord cooperates this time, we are now starting our session of the Fever Swamp. Since Creator and Calvin will not be joining us, I have gone ahead and removed their characters from the boat, put them in the missing in action section. So I know we left off in the middle of a bit of a cliffhanger last time, and we'll refresh everyone's mind about what that was in a moment. But before we get back into things, if you guys want to adjust your boat setup to account for Quarandir, Kildrak, who are they? I've never heard of these characters. You may go ahead and do so.
I think we downsize. I think we move Canoe 5 over here with Kildrak and Corndeer.
Okay.
And we maneuver everyone else. I think Bort and Silas at the front of boats 1 and boat 2 make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I like Ix's position. Phil Sticker could justify being in either of the other own slots. They both have good sound reasoning. But I would say Canoe 6 makes the most sense because this canoe has like a rower strapped to the bottom of it. So if we need to be moving and acting, it can do it. Whereas this canoe can't. But if we want Phil Sticker and Lucas in a boat together for some reason, we can always put Silas in Undead Canoe.
That's true.
I want to ride with Silas.
Perfect. That gives Valerie
He's
her own
covered
seat.
in ghosts.
He's only sometimes covered in ghosts. That
There's
you
a
can
ghost
see.
inside him all the time.
Well, this is true. There's a ghost inside everyone. And a skeleton. And kind of a zombie? Like a baby zombie.
Not me, I'm a goblin.
Proto-zombie.
They're goblin skeletons.
I'm gonna claim to have never seen one.
You know, no one ever does that in a fantasy game, like tells you the skeletons you're fighting are of dwarves, or halflings, or elves.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I played
I've done
it.
that at some point in some dungeon somewhere.
I remember being
I've
irritated
seen
in
a couple
Morrowind
things like that.
that there were only human skeletons, but somebody made a mod where there did happen to be Khajiit skeletons. And I was amazed, and I finally realized, my god, that's right. There are only human skeletons in this damn game. There are never anything other than human skeletons.
I mean, they could be like elf skeletons. It'd be hard to tell.
Well,
That's
yeah,
true.
unless you've got the DNA site.
I don't think that. I don't think that.
That's a
they-
good feat.
You don't have a biology degree, Slag.
How do you know that?
Wow. I was muted.
Because I
earlier,
can
but
smell it.
But the light wasn't on.
I have like 9/10 of a biology degree, if that helps.
You're so close. You're so close to joining us here.
We're so close, hopefully next semester.
You'll see, it'll be incredible. Almost nothing will change. Except they won't want you in the school anymore.
Well, now that our boat situation is taken care of, who remembers what you did last time?
Not me,
Not
as
me.
usual.
Let's see, what did we do? We got really badly lost.
Yes, you did.
That's something we should get used to.
Yep. Now that you're down a ranger. Suddenly the swamp becomes
Yes.
much more treacherous. Yep. Well, you've also
So-
become much more able to just kill all the shit.
Yes, we got really badly lost. We saved some candle thieves from some mean crocodile.
Undead crocodiles.
Extra mean crocodiles.
Yes.
What else did we do?
I don't actually I remember most of it, just not what the cliffhanger was. So I don't remember the last 5 or 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we did a whole huge amount.
Okay. So, I'll reset the stage. You as you were
Oh wait, there was a hag.
yes.
Oh yeah,
yes,
that's
there
right. Yeah,
was a
and she's
hag.
fused into a tree.
Yes, and she was begging you to help her. And then when you got close enough that you could see her, and and also it's raining, um, um, and swampy, and
And we
it's
were all like, "Whoa, it isn't a trap."
it's all dark and rainy, and she whispers, "Kill me,
And I'd mistakenly said
please."
that Sally was a nice lady seconds before. Now I remember everything.
Yes. So she is on a little island, or she's fused to a tree on a little island a ways up ahead of you. Um, uh,
Wait, then how'd she whisper to me?
she okay. She whispered dramatically.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to land your boats on the island so that you can approach a comfortable talking distance?
We probably should.
It would only
As
be
much
nice
as Lucas
thing.
doesn't like the idea of dealing with hags right now because of his oath, he also doesn't like the idea of leaving someone begging to die. So, one way or another, we're going to do something about the situation in his mind.
All right. So here's the island. As you can see, it's fairly nondescript. It's overgrown with plants. There's only one tree, the large one in the center, where the hag is fused to. To the south west of the island, there is a what appears to be the burnt remains of a wooden house. So,
Yeah.
so you land your boats.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Except that bastard Lucas. Okay, never mind.
So you land your boats, and she says, "Thank you. It's been so long. Uh, they they did this to me."
What exactly did they do?
My sisters, they betrayed me. They chained me to this tree and cast some dark spell and burned my house and took most of my belongings, and they left me here to suffer.
All right, Lucas will reach it to his pocket, look through for some spell components, and fetch out a pearl. He will begin to identify the spell in the tree. If we're allowing that, it's a magic item to the tree. If not, the spell will just fail, but he's
Sure.
to try it.
Sure. So that's going to be a ritual casting of that, so right? So that's going to take you like 10 minutes.
Something like that.
Okay. So I think it's 10 minutes plus the normal casting time, so it's like 10 minutes and 6
11
seconds.
minutes.
11 minutes, yeah. Okay. So Lucas is holding out a pearl and staring at it and staring at the tree. And he's going to be doing this for 11 minutes, probably while saying magic words.
Why did they betray you?
They said I was too weak. They wanted to replace me.
Is that how it works? You can't replace your siblings.
They can.
sibling lancers.
She looks over at Lucas, who's still, casting his spell. I know I've been in the swamp a very long time. Not just fused to this tree. I know a lot about the history of this place. I will tell you what I know if you will kill me when we are done.
Well, but what if there's a way we could help? We don't know.
If you know a way to do it, then I would appreciate being free, but
Give me some time. I'm looking into the matter. In the meantime, would you tell us about the tsunami of undead wreaking havoc over the swamp?
That is a relatively new experience. I have heard about it from the people. But I know exactly who you should ask about that. You need to go to the Oracle. The Oracle will tell you. Will be able to answer that question. Do you know how to get to her? I can give you directions.
We know the vague direction, but we would appreciate going over that. Once I'm done this spell work, I'll take some mess over. You can point it out to us before we do whatever it is that we end up deciding needs to be done. That's what it says.
If you are going to ask a question of the Oracle, I warn you, young man, she can be very charming. Have your wits about you.
Lucas will pause for a moment to nod and resume his ritual work.
Dang it, now
Darn.
I want to have to start over again. Thankfully. Hopefully not.
So is she like actually physically twisted into the tree like she's genuinely?
Like she's genuinely what?
Or like she's genuinely fleshly bound to the tree?
Yes.
Like she's growing into it?
Yeah, like it's growing into her, she's growing into it. It is grotesque, and
Their fleshes mingle.
yes.
Disgusting.
If you have more questions, I could tell you more.
Now we gotta try to think of questions.
Did you cut off your finger for the ritual to understand it ward off one of the swamp monsters? Is that effectual?
Yes. There is a shrine. The people say it is to honor the grandfather Rot, but that is not true.
Oh, that's what I said! Ha ha!
It's some demonic statue, I believe. But yes, if you make the sacrifice of flesh and blood at that shrine, it will ward away the ghost Olm, and you will be safe from its curse.
Who is this grandfather Rot, really?
I have seen him myself when I first came to the swamp. He is a titan from the primordial earth, grandfather of all swamps. He sleeps in the center. Great, blue-skinned, bearded form. Probably a mile tall if he were to stand. enormous. His scumboggles, they come from him. He birthed them from his nose, so the stories go. And,
It's true, I saw it.
and all swamps are his domain. He sleeps now, but legends say that if the swamp is ever threatened, the existence of the swamp, he will awaken and destroy whatever threatens it. I hope to not live to see that day.
Well, you may get your wish. We'll see what Lucas finds
constitutes a
out here.
threat to the swamp? We stuck with Catobla Pass. That
Yes,
seems
we
to
should
have done
kill
it.
that Catobla Pass.
A threat to the swamp would be something that threatens the existence of the swamp itself. He cares not if the swamp is riddled with disease or filled with undead, even it seems. But if something were to be blighting the trees or turning the water unfit for native swamp dwellers, I think that would rise him. But one Catobla Pass, perhaps not. But like, if a herd of them were to move in, that
It may be laying its Catobla Pass eggs.
I think they do live birth, but I am not an expert.
I think it would be
Catobla.
more appropriate for them to be born dead and just get up eventually.
Speaking of the dead, why so many undead in this swamp?
Well, that I reckon has something to do with the that monolith. There's a grave. There's an enormous grave marker in the western part of the swamp. If I can remember.
Yes, we've been.
Yes. If you got close enough, you can read. It says a corpse untouched, outside of cycles, outside of time. I think that has something to do with the undead in the swamp. But I cannot be sure of that. There have always been some measure of undead. Could just be interference from the Shadowfell.
We did once meet a ghost who told us that there wasn't a swamp here once. But maybe he's an echo of a universe that doesn't exist. There'll always be a swamp.
Well, there's been a swamp here as long as I've been.
How long is that exactly?
Yeah.
90 years?
At least 10 years.
A long time. I've heard things that go back much farther than that, of course.
Well, do you know of anyone older than yourself that we could talk to?
The Oracle. I mentioned her before.
Yes,
Uh,
but you said that the Oracle is charming, so I'm terrified of her.
you should respect her. Do not become reliant on her, or she will. You may not want to leave.
Well, what does the Oracle want then? Us to not leave?
I don't know what she wants. But I know she was bound there by a mage. Gimmert is his name. He bound her there decades ago. Shortly before he died. apparently she was bound to his service before then. He left her there, and she has been there ever since.
Well, wait, what is she?
I believe...
Some manner of spirit?
I do not know. Some manner of spirit. She has no physical form. But she will speak to you if you lay upon her altar.
Did you know the imperial nobleman who lived some 2 days north of here?
Godfried, yes. He visited my sister Agatha quite a lot.
Do you know if he ever visited the Oracle?
I believe he did, yes.
Do you know what he asked the Oracle?
Oh, that would be between him and her, I suppose.
Shame. He, in his later years, became something of a creature, which propagates itself through shared knowledge. My concern, going to the Oracle about the matter of the undead, was that one of us may share a similar fate. I had hoped to take precautions.
That is possible. If he learned something that drove him mad, then the Oracle knows much more about the swamp than anyone else. And if he learned it from somewhere, it stands to reason it could very well have been her. So,
Well, my ritual should be coming to completion shortly. I'll let you know what we can do.
yes. So, your
Quick question, did we previously meet Agatha?
yes, that's Mama.
Okay, that's what I was
She-
wondering.
She has told you her name multiple times, and I have dropped her
Oh,
name
okay.
multiple times, trying to get you to get that to stick.
No,
But
she's Mama.
It never does, because she's just Mama.
Yeah, I was
She-
gonna say I don't remember this happening, so
Yeah,
I
she has-
remembered.
I
She wrote
remember
Mama
that.
Thank you,
on the
sir.
sign.
In fact, I remembered so well, I figured that everyone else would remember too, which is why I didn't bring it up.
in my
Whatever, you
defense,
kiss ass.
in my defense, I think more than once I've gotten up to like get a drink or something while you're talking with her because Silas never does the business stuff. So I'm like, this doesn't involve me. I'll just top up my drink and I'll be back before it ends.
Yes.
No, it's a mistake, I see.
Yes. So yes, Agatha is Mama. And Sally is the other one.
Well, yeah, of course, Sally's Sally.
And, yes.
Ooh, an implied fourth hag. Okay.
Hmm?
So, what does my ritual find?
Okay, so your ritual finds that there has been some kind of transmutation spell cast upon her. I'm sure it's not one from the books because I didn't anticipate it being. I didn't, do one from the books. But your analysis tells you that indeed her organs are intertwined with wood. She has been utterly melded to this tree. The tree is part of her. She is part of the tree. There is no easy point of distinction here. You see.
How deeply ingrained is her head into the tree?
Not as much. If you wanted to recover a head with an intact brain for some sort of spell component or basis for some sort of high level resurrection that I don't know about.
Well, it's actually a much simpler plan than that. Lucas would like to evaluate the possibility of decapitating her and having a cleric cast regeneration.
Doesn't regeneration require her to be alive?
Yes, but I don't know if the casting time is so long that we couldn't make this work.
You have like 8 seconds or something, allegedly, so maybe we can do it.
Okay. Do you have a cleric with access to regeneration? You know,
Not
here-
even. Well, yes, but not with
There's
us.
the living saint. Yeah, not with us. But
And she won't do
But
it.
she's probably not going to come back and save a hag's life. So Lucas is just considering that option and realizing the timing on it would be pretty tight. Regeneration is a 1 minute casting time. We would need to get the sword strike perfect. It would need to be a clean blow that decapitates on the first try, and we would need to have a saint with us. So he's going to look that over. He's going to turn back to look at Ixad, consider the possibility. You'll remember that Ixad is a paladin, and they're bad at this. And then he's going to shake his head.
And then we'll
There may
have
be
the
means to
frustrating
do this,
experience.
but
yeah, it's a
we
good
have to test
plan.
them.
Theoretically, it could work if you had a powerful enough cleric with you who was willing to do that for a hag.
Yes, but then we have this frustrating experience where they cast regeneration on her, and she grows back her entire body tree. And then we've got 2 trees on the island. One of them has a headless hag corpse, and one has a whole hag.
We probably need to remove curse at the moment of the decapitation as well. So Lucas will shake his head and say, "I'm sorry, it's theoretically possible, but no craft we possess could achieve it."
I have an idea.
What's your idea? Lucas will turn to us.
Well, I have less of an idea and more of something I want to check to see if the idea that I have is feasible.
Okay.
So she's, pretty entwined with this tree, right?
Yeah.
How functional do her limbs look? Just like not counting the fact that they're bound into a tree.
Like she can point with one of her hands is kind of free, and she can like point with it and gesture. But the elbow of that arm is like fused to the tree and unable to move. And her other arm is useless.
Right. Bort's going to take out his axe and he's going to say, I think that if we cut the tree very carefully, we might be able to at least restore you your mobility. You'll still be part tree, but at least you'll be able to go and do things.
Well, but if the tree dies, then and she's part of the tree, it'd be like having part of your body dead. I can't imagine that would be
It is
anything less than suffering.
well, it is
There is
worth a try.
no. It existing like this is pain.
You won't give it 5 minutes. Just see if it works out. Most likely, it will kill you.
Even if it does regain me the use of my arm, I will still be trapped here on this tiny island alone. Extreme pain. I will not have it.
Lucas will sigh and nod and say that to the others. In that case, I think we should probably honor her request.
Yes.
Yeah, probably so.
That seems like
However, last thing, can you tell us anything else about your sisters? They betrayed you because you were weak. Why were you weak? What did they need a strong sister?
Agatha. Agatha is the strongest of my sisters. She has the greatest magic. She wants to create something new, something the world has never seen before. She wants to create a hag with mutations and powers utilizing the transfiguration worm. She
Oh no.
she needs a child infected with the worm to birth a new hag with what she believes will have terrible powers.
Lucas is
She
going to be
wants-
scratching back his head sheepishly.
She once she got rid of me because she says she wanted to bring in a new hag into the coven, one with deeper knowledge and more magical, more arcane awareness. I've never been as powerful caster as my sisters. They threw me out and had their fun here, and adding, I believe, a new hag to the coven.
I see. We've yet to meet that one.
I have not met her either. I suspect if I did, she would have just killed me.
Do you think we would have any chance against Agatha ourselves with her dredgers?
If you caught her without her sons, you seem numerous and capable. Be warned, her claws will rend your flesh, and her spells are mighty as well. She is much stronger than any of you. But together, if you caught her without her sons, you could slay her. Do not underestimate those two dredgers, though.
Certainly not.
Wait, you are not from the swamp. You may not know. Dredgers fear flame. If you produce an open flame, dredgers will often think twice before fighting you. They fear it. I do not know if that will keep them from trying to protect their mother, but it is something to consider.
Well, maybe we can introduce the flames in a way where they don't think it's a threat to her. Thank you for this information.
It will suits me well to know that there are others who want to see my sister dead.
Oh, yeah.
Something of a novel condition for us. I wasn't aware of the depth of her activities. I'm afraid we may have inadvertently assisted her at some point. Well, thank you for telling us what you can. Do you have a preference on how this should be done?
Quickly.
Bort will take out his maul and say, close your eyes.
We don't know much about hags. Is there a way to kill you quickly? A special way or anything? Like eating your nose or something? Putting a chestnut under your tongue?
No tricks like that. Violence will work. If you have cold iron, I suppose that is supposed to be more effective against fey creatures. But
Oh yes, but that
she
hurts
eyes them
terribly.
all
Nothing.
and was like, that should do it. Oh.
Close your eyes.
So Bort is going to approach her, maul in hand.
Yeah, although he would prefer to be sure that her eyes are closed, just on the off chance that she has some uncontrolled reaction.
I think a blunt weapon sounds particularly bad, though. You should, like, I don't know, split her head with an axe or something.
It's also my most damaging weapon. It'll kill her very quickly.
Well, I mean, kinda.
So, as Bort approaches, maul in hand, his intent to kill her obvious. Rising up from the shadows at the base of the tree, a largish, winged and horned humanoid, the legs disappearing into the shadows below, rises up to to impose itself between him and the hag. And it whispers, "Will not harm our master." And roll initiative.
So that's just Bort, right?
This is every.
Yeah, that's a board.
All of us should roll initiative.
Yeah.
No, we're back
All of you
here.
should fucking roll initiative. Every single one of you motherfuckers better roll initiative because
You got this, Bort. We believe in you.
the dice certainly fucking don't.
Let's see. The hag gets a turn. And okay. All right, Phil Sticker, you have one initiative.
I'm the best.
Yes, you are the best. You see this shadowy creature rise up and stand between the witch and Bort and issue its statement there. What is Philsticker going to do? Oh,
fuck.
no! You fucker! You're casting Fairy Fire on it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, it and the suicidal witch.
sure. So that is a Dexterity save?
Is that what it says? Yeah.
Let's see. It has a +5 Dexterity save. Nope. But the witch. What color is your fairy fire on the witch?
Purple, just like the swamp.
Okay.
And
So
I guess I, like, deliberately exclude board if I'm... And if I'm not, I just move the cube.
sure. Yeah. So so you spread your lights about, and the shadow demon weaves through the effect unaffected.
Jukes all the photons.
Yeah. May, unable to move, is automatically caught in the effect. She has effectively no dexterity. And the witch now glows with a faint purple light. That somehow gives you advantage to hit her.
Haha!
Silas.
Yep. Let's see. Silas moves up a little bit to next to Bort, or behind him, not
Okay.
quite next to him, and stabs a shadow demon with a pike.
Okay.
And now we see if that can do anything. actually metagaming. It's 5e, so I'm guessing at best it's resistant,
Mhm.
not actually immune. So
17.
Yep.
That is a hit.
nice.
And yeah, it has resistance, but
That's good.
so 5. Now I can never remember. Do your resistance halves? But does it? I can never remember if it rounds up or down.
I think down.
Okay.
Wait. I should just pin the Stack Exchange answer in the channel. Let me
Mhm.
see.
You should, because
think-
I'll always forget.
Yeah, it looks like around down.
Round down.
It's
Okay.
always round against the player's favor.
All right. So that would be 2 damage then.
hmm
Okay.
And then raging as bonus action, which I should have done first, but I forgot, as usual.
All right. So yeah, you nick it, and it barely seems to notice. Then the other things move. Let's see.
As our canoes walk onto the shore to kill us.
No.
I mean, I'm sure that one wishes it could, but
Shit,
Oh,
Splicter.
Spilter has a friend, yeah.
2 of them.
See, move.
Oh god. I don't want to go kill Mama because I want the arm of one of these things. Shit.
It's a demon. When you kill it, it will return to the abyss, leaving nothing
Oh, that's
behind.
how they work.
Yes.
Oh, I can't steal one skull?
No.
Alright, well, what if I don't kill it? What if I cut off its arm and it gets away?
That I don't know what'll happen. That might work. All right. So simultaneously, from all directions, these little appearing suddenly from their invisible state, little horned, scaly, bat-faced, froggish monstrosities leap out, squealing. Horrible demonic screams and contorting their faces with into horrifying visages. And I need a wisdom saving throw, DC 10, for Filsticker, Silas, Ixa, and Lucas.
There's just a
That sucks.
Filsticker?
Yeah, sorry, I was seeing what that bonus was that split. So I have advantage on magic saving throws.
Right. It is. This isn't specifically called out as a magical ability. But then they can also can only do it once per day, so it might be magic.
Hmm.
I will call it magic. Because they can do it at range,
Mhm.
which I should have had them do. But
Thank God for advantage, right?
yep. Okay, so the DC for that check was 10, which means Lucas and Ixa, you both fail. You are now frightened of the closet. Lucas, you're frightened of this one. Ixa, you're frightened of the other one. This one.
Sorry,
You-
which ones?
Lucas
Yeah, I
is
didn't see
frightened
any
by this
indicator.
one.
I don't see your pointing arrow at the moment. You're on the GM layer. We won't see it.
Oh, I am still on the GM layer from when I made them visible. Sorry. So
Alright.
Ixa, you were frightened of that one. Lucas, you were frightened of this one.
Okay.
Yes. So frightened, you cannot approach them, and you have disadvantage on any rolls. Otherwise, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Right. With disadvantage, but you'll have disadvantage on the repeated saving throw if you can still see the quasi. Yes. So let me actually add their turn. The tracker. So do not skip them now. Go. Yes. So Lucas, it is your turn now.
Ah! Lucas will stagger back, cover his face a little bit, and start shouting words of arcane power, reflexively shaking his cane at his walking stick.
Okay. Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. All right. Casting it on the. Okay. So that's going to require a Strength saving throw from me.
Yep.
Okay. Trying to grab the one that frightened you.
Yep.
Okay.
Hit him with a mountain.
All right. These guys are really shitty at strength.
That's what this is for. It's an anti-spellcaster weapon.
Yes.
An anti-rogue.
Yes. So so I'm guessing a 12 doesn't save.
It's not.
Okay.
Take 5 bludgeoning damage. Be restrained.
All right. Aha, they have resistance to bludgeoning damage. Oh, non-magical weapons. Does a spell count? Does an Earth Hand count as non-magical weapon? I don't. Does it bypass?
I'm pretty sure that's explicitly magical. It's literally a spell.
Yeah, spells and other magical effects. Saving throws against them.
All right.
I think you would you could make either call.
Yeah.
I would not be mad if you said it applied in this case.
Yeah. I'll be generous. I'll say it is. It is from a spell.
All right, Lucas is going to continue to panic and look terrified of this thing.
All right. I created a little hand and I gave you control of it. So you can move
Thank
it
you.
around. Need to like save that somewhere, so I don't have to keep looking it up. Okay, so 5 damage. All right, you squeeze it and it squeaks like a squeak toy.
More importantly, it's restrained.
Yes, restrained.
It has disadvantage to attack, and people have advantage to attack it. And obviously, it's move 0.
Right. Restrained. All right. So Ixa, you have been frightened by Quasit.
Yeah, so she similarly freaks out and dances back a hex here, away from the one that scared her.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, sees the other one and just lashes out instinctively with her sword.
Okay. You will have disadvantage because of that.
Wait, she's frightened of both of them?
You're frightened. You're frightened in general, so you have disadvantage on any d20 rolls you make, basically.
Oh, I thought it was just against that one, but that's fine. I'll still do that because I don't have anything better to do.
Sure. Well,
Yeah, I'm
19.
pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. 3.
Not great damage. But
And I
I'll take
know your longsword is not magical.
it is not.
Right. So that 3 becomes 1 damage. As you nick the supernaturally thick hide of the demon, and it crawls out in pain. But it's really more just annoyance. and it's the witch's turn, and she curses out, "No, no! Go, damn my sisters!" She seems very frustrated that she's not being killed right now.
Has this happened before?
The shadow demon.
Hey, no, talking's a free action. They can have a full conversation.
Yeah. Tell me your views on. So, your curse is inherent to hag magic? Or is it optional?
The shadow demon which is in front of Bort, attempts to skulk around in the shadows under the tree, making it very difficult to follow. Go ahead and roll perception for me, Bort.
Oh boy. I'm terrible at this.
And you need to
I'm
beat a
slightly-
stealth roll of a 19.
I'm thankfully slightly better at this than I was, but I need to get what roll?
You need to beat the 19 it just rolled for stealth.
Oh, that's not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen.
Yes.
Well, if you roll like shit.
Yes. So Bort watches as this creature sort of melds into the shadows, and he can't tell where it ends and the shadows begin, and you lose track of where its long, spindly arms are until one of them comes out of the darkness and attempts to slash you with advantage. I don't think either of those hit Bort.
They do not.
So, there you go. You avoid being demoned, and it is your turn. And you can see where it is now again.
Cool. I'm guessing it's still in a position between me and the witch.
Yes, more or less.
Though
Man,
technically, just interrupt. Like, you can move around it so long as you don't leave its range without getting opportunity attacked. So
that's fair. Can I move around it in such a way that I can affect the witch?
Only because the rules do not give me a means by which to stop you.
Excellent.
Well, that's not true. For example, Ixa and Lucas are both trapped because any hex that could move Lucas to, except the hand, would leave at least one threatened area, and Ixa theoretically did as well. So, if this closet had been here, Bort would have been trapped.
Yes.
But that closet isn't there, so I am not.
Right.
I'm going to go around and I am going to attack the suicidal witch.
Okay.
And this
You
attack
have
is
advantage because of fairy fire for some reason. Fairy fire is a weird spell.
You see where the witch is and not where the witch isn't.
Right.
damnable.
So it's
1
easy.
point off.
All right. Give me a damage roll. All right.
Well, that was a pretty crappy roll.
You smack her and break out some teeth and shatter her nose. But that was not a very...
Oh, kill me, please! Don't just beat me.
Ah! Yes.
No,
that
Why
was-
are
so
you
strong.
using a ball?
Yes. If you'd been able to line this up and get an appropriate free critical hit from like a coup de grace or something, this would have been a great plan. But hitting her on the move like that did not do her any favors.
I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and use my second action hit her again.
You're gonna use your action surge on that?
Yes, this is the stupidest thing I could possibly do, but I figure at least if we kill her, then, at
Sure.
least that's one problem out of the way, and we could potentially make a
At least
tactical
the
retreat.
quest is complete.
Sure, sure. Okay, give me an attack roll. Alright, that's a hit. Give me a damage roll. Okay,
Just 2 swift blows to the head, and she's gone.
alright, she's at -9 hit points. Please describe what you have done.
Bort just fucking runs around the demon, maul held high, and just starts bashing the fuck out of the
Womp, womp.
the poor lady's face until she stops moving.
And that's how dwarves deal with demon tree women traps.
Fuck you, demon. I've already won this battle. he says that.
No. Yeah, no, see, I hope they leave us alone now that they can no longer stop us, but I'm not gonna... Or... There's no guarantee of that. So, I'm just
Well,
hoping
she's
that's
not.
the case.
She's not actually dead yet, so she's just badly wounded.
No, she's dead.
She that was a lot of damage.
Oh, I thought you said she was at -9.
There is no such thing as negatives.
Oh wait, that's true.
Yes.
Well, she's got to fail her death rolls now.
She's an NPC, so she only makes death rolls if I want her to, or the player or you have requested that they do.
I don't want it, but I will say it would have been a fair way to, like, add tension to this fight and add, like, a pacing mechanism.
Hmm.
But,
Yeah, you're
hey,
ruining
no,
the
I'm not,
game.
don't... You don't have to do it, you're not obligated.
I should have. Oh well, I already said she was dead.
Well, she's a mysterious magical creature. She can just gasp back to life and go, "Damn my sisters!" all over again.
Maybe, but maybe on her turn. Phil Sticker.
That's probably what'll happen when we come back and she's just alive again. And it's like, oh, turns out I'm part of a tree. It just grew another me. Alright.
Yeah, but what you gonna do, Phil Sticker?
Oh shit, there's a little closet in front of me.
Boss, you want me to help? I think I know that.
Do you know that guy? Yeah, tell
he's
him
a
to go
dick.
away.
Hit him with an Eldritch Blast. I mean,
Oh, thank you for this advice. I didn't think to do that.
wait, no, you're in melee range. You know how that works.
I don't know that I have disadvantage.
You do!
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, no, 15 hits.
I am consistent. Or blue.
Alright, well, that does 7 damage then. You blast it and it goes, ah!
There you go.
And
Get out of my
Sphincter, is that
pocket.
you?
I don't know. What'd it say?
Sphincter, is that you?
Shut up!
Silas, it's your turn.
Oh, I don't have to move to smack the thing, of course. So yeah, gonna attack the Shadow Demon again.
Okay.
I was thinking, I can probably handle a hit from the closet, but again, I don't actually need to, so.
Okay, 12 does not hit.
Mm.
So, yeah. Thrusting at the into the Shadow Demon does nothing.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell where it is exactly. All right, Quasit's turn. So, okay. The So Quasit moves here, chasing after Ixa. What the claws are +4 to hit. So, Ixa, you have an attack coming at you. That ain't gonna do nothing.
Nope.
Silas, you have an attack coming at you.
Oh well. Oh,
will
never
do.
mind.
That will do something.
No.
D4 plus 3 piercing damage. So 7.
And what? Sorry, it's piercing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the rage halves that. Isn't
Mm-hmm.
it? It's like bludgeoning. All right, cool. So that's 3 damage.
Yep. Now also give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, I don't. Well, that's not a big deal.
It's a DC 10. And you rolled a 9. So you also take 5 poison damage. And you are poisoned for 1 minute. Flip to the... For your information, the poisoned condition, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Ouch. That's not good. That hurts.
For 1 minute. Although you get to retest at the end of your turn.
All right, cool. I guess Silas winces as a new form of pain that he's not used to ignoring in combat rushes through his veins. Oh, and I get a little snail.
I couldn't find a good poison symbol, so
Isn't there like vial?
okay. I was looking for like a little unhappy man with like little bubbles next to his head or something. 'Cause that's the universal symbol in JRPGs for poisoned, and I couldn't find one, so I just went with the snail. Because I was like, snails are weird, and being poisoned is weird, so snail.
The vial is for if you're hopped up on alchemy or something.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to use it in TMR.
He's
Yeah.
got the alchemy on him right there.
Yeah, so I can keep track of which party members did Fluttermouse get already.
Okay, so Phil Sticker, the closet that you blasted, claws at you ineffectually.
This jerk.
And let's see, and the one that is restrained, Lucas, it still gets to attack, but it has disadvantage, right? Am I
Yep.
remembering that correctly? Okay. So, I mean, it's gonna try and it's gonna desperately try and claw out at you. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Alright. Whatever armor Lucas has saved him from,
Lucas has a
Pain.
16 dex.
Oh, well then, Lucas dodges out of the way. He looks like he
Swats
knows...
away at the blow with his cane, and it almost looks professional. Almost.
Yes. Almost looks like he knows what he's doing. Alright. And it is Lucas's turn. You should have got to actually retest the fear.
I did. I got another botch.
Okay. Because I forgot to tell you. Okay, so yeah, you're still afraid of that closet then. Still fearful.
Yep. I'm considering, since it's restrained. Let me double check the wording of my spell. Yeah. I think Lucas will withdraw here as his action.
Okay, that
Maybe.
will get a attack of opportunity from this one.
I'm withdrawing. I'm using my turn to do
Oh,
it safely.
okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. Disengage, I think, is what they call that in this one.
Yeah, sorry, that's the right word.
Sure.
Right,
Sure. Okay.
We'll see how this goes. This time, nope. Another botch. That's 3 in a row.
Ouch.
I'm seeing a 21.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I must have scrolled up and not realized it. Yeah, 21 good.
Yeah, you're good. You withdraw and regain your senses. It's just a little 3-hit die demon. That's not a problem. Nothing to be afraid of, Lucas. Oh. Okay. Ixa.
I mean, I could kill Splicter if I wanted to,
Well, you don't want
I
to,
won't.
right, boss?
but I won't kill you.
You're making me nervous.
Unless you betray me like the hags betrayed their sin.
Ah. So Ixa, what you
Oh.
doing?
I was supposed to roll to break the fear.
Yeah, at the end of your last turn. I'll allow you to just roll it now.
Okay.
Okay.
That broke it,
You
right?
fear no more.
All right. Debating on ignoring the closets and trying to attack the demon.
Kill the closets. I've got the demon.
All right, I'll trust you.
So which one you're
That's it.
gonna attack? One that was attacking you, or the one that's attacking Silas?
The one that I hit last turn.
Okay. 13 barely hits.
Tiny bit more damage.
Yep. Chip away another 2 hit points. Starting to bloody it. Anything else from Ixa?
Not yet. I think I'm going to save Divine Smite for later.
Alright. The Suicidal Witch appears to be dead. The Shadow Demon tries its disappearing trick again on Bort. Bort, roll perception and try and beat a 15.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, there goes the one good roll I'm ever going to get in this fucking game.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, Bort follows the Shadow Demon as it tries to slink into his peripheral vision, and he sees it coming when it makes its attack. So it does not get advantage this time, and a 14 fails to get through your armor. Bort, what you got?
Okay. I guess I'm gonna beat it with my maul as per usual. Standard maul beating technique.
Normal Bort activity.
Truly. 21.
That hits.
At least I'm getting good rolls on my attacks, even though this thing probably is going to be hurt very much by it. That'd be a 4.
Yeah, your maul whiffs through it and kind of discombobulates its shadow flesh a little bit, but yeah, it is resistant to non-magical weapons. So
Well, that's okay. If it keeps whipping its attacks, I'm going to keep having opportunities to beat the shit out of it.
mm-hmm. And Filsticker, we are at you.
Okay. Time to finish this little bastard. Moral of... Oh no!
You miss.
I have
as
to
it's-
use that 6 because it's at disadvantage.
Yes. Yes. So you miss, and you waste your turn. Viltru says, why don't you try something else?
Because I only have one arm.
Uh,
It would be inconvenient to draw the axe with this arm because it's my left hand and all.
why don't you have the axe somewhere where it's convenient to draw with your left hand?
Then I'd be unbalanced.
This is sounding like a Clayton character, Boyd.
Shit, Matt's figuring it all out.
Silas, it's your turn.
Yep. Silas recklessly swings at the closet in front of him.
Okay.
Oh, well, it didn't make any difference.
It's 6 times.
Right, because you're poisoned, so disadvantage, and the reckless gives you an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So neutral. So 6.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's a miss. You can roll to see if you recover from being poisoned now.
Alright, is that just a normal d20 or was it Constitution save?
It's a Constitution save.
Okay, I got it mixed up with 4E. I think where like every status effect for some reason is against a DC 10. It's like a coin flip every time, I think.
Hmm.
But oh well.
Yeah, that really confused the hell out of me in 4th edition. I was told you only have bonus on saving throws if you have a thing that says you get a bonus on saving throws.
Mm-hmm. Like certain class or race features will do it. Against certain kinds, like my superhero character I was making for Kennel's game, that's still supposed to happen, has like a +2 to mind affecting things, or enchantments or something like that. But otherwise, it'd just be a flat d20 against 10.
All right.
Yep.
So you shake off the poison effect. No longer being slowed down.
Good, but they're still granting advantage to everything to hit him. So.
All right. So the closets continue their attack. The closet slashing at Philsticker, and it's saying that after we kill you, we're going to open up a portal and destroy the entire swamp and drag it into the abyss.
I am officially not able to allow that. I love this swamp. Horrible.
Yes. So that's a miss. The one fighting Silas, it's going to attack you with advantage. Aha! You take 6 piercing damage, and give me another Constitution save. Okay, you're fine. The closet attacks Ixa. 16. Does a 16 hit you, Ixa?
I think it might on the nose. I'm not sure though.
And actually, she only has a 13 AC somehow. She has very bad AC.
Are you forgetting her, like, shield or something?
She doesn't have one. She has to use a longsword two-handed.
Is she not wearing plate mail or?
She
Just chain armor.
Yeah, she couldn't afford her plate mail. The only reason one of you has plate mail is because you found some. All right then.
Although, actually, hang on a second. Maybe there is something wrong.
Yeah,
She has +3 dexterity bonus. What did chain armor do with that?
It changes the base that you work off of from 10 up to like 12 or 13, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it looks
sure
like you're
she
not.
has 16.
Yeah, it looks like you're not using your. It looks like it's not factoring in your armor there. Let's see. You have a chain shirt. Weapons, armor, chain. chain shirt, 13 plus dex mod, but max of
13
2.
plus dex up to a max of 2, so
Okay,
15.
You know,
then-
15 AC.
Yeah, she has 15 AC then. So yes, that hits.
Okay. Alright. Then you take 5 piercing damage and give me a constitution save. Okay.
Reasonably sure that passes.
Yes. You do take that 5 piercing. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other closet is going to, I guess, since it has nothing else to do, it's going to try and squirm out of the hand. And I'm guessing an 11 doesn't save.
It's not.
So Lucas, it is your turn.
You can make another save.
Make another save. How about a 1?
You can take 10 more bludgeoning damage then.
All right. Squelch. The hand crushes the closet. Its its blood and guts come spewing out of its eyes, and other stuff comes out the other end, and it's just crunched, and then all of the gore disappears back to the abyss. And the closet is dead.
Okay. It's my turn. I moved over there as well.
Okay. Ixa.
All right. She will continue to attack the one she's been attacking.
Very good.
Oh, but wait. First, Channel Divinity. Actually, I'll use that instead. So, by turning that on, for the next minute, she gets her Charisma bonus to all attack rolls, and she can choose to, as an additional action, make fiends or undead. She can turn fiends or undead. I'm not sure these count as either as fiends, but at least she'll get the +2 attack.
Let's see. As an till the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you. Well, you know these are all fiends, and they are all within 60 feet of you. You know they are demons. Within the same radius. You use this feature. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading Divine Sense. Channel
I think there's a
Divinity.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you choose one of those two things.
Okay, then yeah, she'll take the attack bonus.
Okay. There's a lot of yelling outside. I hope you guys can't hear that. It's not picking up on the recording.
No, I can't.
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to assume that it is the normal celebratory yelling and not other types of yelling. Because I can never really tell. Okay, so yes, your weapon sheds dim light. Your weapon now counts as magical. If you drop the weapon or lose consciousness, the effect ends, and you get to add your charisma bonus to attacks.
Yep. And unfortunately, I don't have inspiration or anything, so that's it. No addition. Yeah, I don't think there's any way she can attack this turn in addition to doing that.
No, unless you have a bonus action or something.
No, I don't think so. Nothing I can do with that.
Okay. But Ixa's weapon suddenly glows with holy light. And the witch continues appearing to be dead. And the shadow demon. The shadow demon is going to try his disappear into shadows trick again. I want Bort and Silas to both roll perception this time.
Oh boy. wish I had advantage on that.
Yes. So, Bort, Silas, you both lose track of the demon as it moves about, and then it comes up, right up in Silas's business, with a surprise attack. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay. Damage is, since he had advantage on the roll, 4d6 plus 3 psychic damage.
Ouch. Ouch. No resistance helps with that.
Yes. Yes. So the Shadow's claws swipe through Silas, and they pass through his flesh, and tear at your own shadow, your own inner self, and you don't feel too good.
No, clearly not.
Bort. The Shadow Demon reappeared and is now mauling Silas's soul.
Right. I'm going to maul it in
Okay.
the soul
Okay.
if I can.
You can try.
Oh, come on.
You can't with rolls like that, though. 10 don't cut it. Yes?
Bort is going to shout that everyone should probably try and make a tactical retreat, and he will cover them as best he can.
All right.
No, Bork. What I said earlier was a joke.
It's okay, Bort. Of all the people here, Bort has the best odds of not dying.
I don't think if we run, this is going to end well for us. I'm pretty confident that Shadow Demon can outrun our canoes. We take substantial advantages in the water that they're not going to take.
We're also not going to win this on land by the looks of it.
Well, I think we have a better chance on land.
Yeah, I can't see the health bars for the enemies. I don't know how well off they are, but
Oh, you can't?
you have to tick down all of the boxes, unfortunately.
Oh, actually, you know what? Past me consciously decided to not show you the health bars for the demons, and present me forgot that.
Fair enough. That's a reasonable decision. But even if they're gonna wipe us, running away is only gonna make them wipe us more easily. I don't see escape as a real option for it.
Okay.
You do have a bit of an advantage now that Ixa remembered that she's a paladin and made her weapon magical. So, Ixa will be doing full damage now.
Woo. Alright, well, for me though, first things first. First things first, Filsticker's gonna hex the closet in front of him.
Okay. It is hexed.
Okay, good. And then he's gonna get out his axe like Slichter said.
Okay.
Yeah. Was drawing a weapon an action, or
No.
no?
No, you can do one change of weapon on a turn as a free action.
Alright. He says, "Fine, I'll get the axe." As he draws the axe awkwardly.
Once you have your axe in your hand, Spilker goes, "Wait, I think we're resistant to normal weapons."
Well, yeah, I think you are, but it's okay. He's hexed.
Okay.
Okay, it'll hurt him more anyway.
You're right. I checked my character sheet. I'm not resistant to necrotic damage.
Perfect. Yeah, you're not undead.
Right.
Oh yeah, what is offhand? Is it disadvantage?
I don't believe that there is a handedness.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to voluntarily say that you're really bad with your left hand.
Hey, I don't know. It's I don't care. It's
I
fine.
think technically it was something like you just don't get the attribute bonus. Could be wrong though.
That's if you're yeah, that is what it is if you're using a if you're like attacking with a second weapon. It's like offhand, but in this case of he only has the one arm and it happens to be his left arm.
Oh yeah. All right then.
I'm not,
Yeah.
you know. That's
I
just
don't
kind
know.
of there to make two-weapon fighting a little less appealing.
Well, we can hear about it in the comment later.
Yes, yes. If I'm wrong, comment. Please comment. But
Sure.
I'm gonna be nice and let you attack with your full ability with your
Okay,
left hand.
so I assume a
It's your only
16
hand.
wonks.
Yes, a 16 definitely wonks it.
Oh wait, yeah, because I see his AC here. Okay. Ah!
Okay, so that you dealt 1 damage with your axe,
No, 3 damage.
and then 2
Ah!
damage with the necrotic, and
Yes.
and the closet recoils. Ah!
Eat it.
Ah!
Oh yeah,
Burns,
penalty
what
on
is-
strength
What have you
save.
done?
I'm killing you.
So it does not die yet though.
Go
So
back
that's
to
the point.
hell, tiny man.
Silas, there's a big ass demon in your face.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little
Yep.
demon on your ankles.
Oh, he's gonna focus on the big one.
All right. Don't let us down, Silas. What you doing? A reckless
Uh,
attack again?
Hmm.
Not advised.
Yeah. That might not be the best idea. Yeah. I was just gonna do a normal one this time.
All right.
Choking up in the pike, stabbing it again.
You hit.
Good. That's 9 plus 2, I think,
Oh,
for the
plus 2.
for rage.
Right. So it's another one. All right. You jab it like right through its center of shadow mass.
Mhm.
You definitely would have killed this if this was like, you know,
If
a
it were a
flesh and
person.
blood thing. But it seems to just brush it aside. It doesn't look like your attacks have even slowed it down yet. Anything else from Silas?
No, although it should be tangling with ghosts.
Right. It's surrounded by ghosts now. Which means it has disadvantage to attack anyone but you, right? And speed reduced? Oh, yes. Till the start of your next turn, target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you. And when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, the creature has resistance as well. The effect on the target ends early if your rage ends. Okay.
Perhaps that I mean I understand why that is there, but I'm just kind of really annoyed that I have no possible way of maintaining aggro on any of these fucks. Like, that's supposed to be my job, but I don't have anything that can do that. I don't even think there are feats that can let me do that.
No, I'm honestly annoyed by the existence of the barbarian power that seems to do it, because one of the design principles of this edition was supposed to be that there were supposed to be aggro mark powers, and the fact that they put one on a non-tank class will always annoy me. But I mean, it is what it is.
Isn't there one in the DMG? Like a marking option? I can't remember if it's actually any good or not, but
It might
I
be in the
remember that being
optional
a thing.
rules, but
yeah.
Is that not maybe something the Battle Master could do? Or something?
No, it was like a general option for anyone. I'll try and find it at some point.
Oh, like a feat? something?
But
No,
it-
just
it's-
like an optional role for anyone in combat, I think.
Oh, I have no
it
idea
just
about that.
feels like horseshit that, my character is supposed to be the party tank. He's supposed to like draw all the attacks at least as well as he can, and 90% of the time, because he's so hard to hit, you just have you just have our enemies move on to someone who's more squishy because they're more squishy, which makes sense, but it also makes the game bullshit.
Well, in this case, the reason I had him go on to Silas was because Silas did a reckless attack, so he would guaranteed have advantage.
Which is the choice I made, so I'm fine with that one. But yeah, I do
and
definitely
he specifically
understand.
gets more damage when he attacks with advantage. So
But yeah, I understand it's frustrating that it wasn't really made to accommodate that. That was like one good thing 4th edition did.
See, I disagree. I always disliked marking systems like that.
I mean, they're very
always felt-
gamey, but
Yeah.
yeah, like that. If you don't like
It
that,
is
you don't
very
like 4th
gamey,
edition. But
It's very gamey, but this is D&D. It's supposed to be gamey as hell.
Oh, yes and no, right? Like, you can tank just by like being up the front, and the way I've always told people who want to tank in these games is that you have to tank through role playing. If you want the demon to be paying attention to you, you've got to do the things that will get the demon's attention. Like, I'm actually surprised it's not attacking Bort, because Bort ran past it and made it fail its mission, which is a great way to annoy things. But yeah, I mean, to me, I like the idea of enemies that pick based on their own motivations, not based on a class feature you have that forces them to attack you. But I guess that's a matter of like preference.
it would have continued for. I mean, I probably shouldn't be telling you its motivations, but it would have continued attacking Bort. However, the fact that it saw an opportunity to easily stab someone in the back, that's what it's going to do. Just because that is the type of demon it is.
Oh well. And I think it's my turn.
No. Silas just attacked.
oh, let's see. Closets.
Yes, the closets. So, the closet is next to Silas. Attacks Silas. Does a 16 hit?
Let me look. It might actually on the note. Yeah, unfortunately.
Alright. 6 piercing. And a con save for the poison damage.
All right. Getting kind of low here.
I don't think I can feed you a potion while you're raging, so
No, probably not.
Okay, so that's 4 more poison damage on top. And your snail friend is back. You are poisoned. Other closet is going to attack Ixa. Stuck in with her. Ooh, 23 definitely hits.
Definitely.
Ixa, take 5 piercing damage and give me a Constitution save.
One second.
Ooh. So 5 poison damage.
This got serious pretty quickly.
And Ixa joins you in the poisoned club.
Does it have any effects past the damage?
Yes, you have disadvantage on everything.
Excellent.
Yeah, you get to re-roll it at the end of every turn to shake it off. But like your next attack, so your next attack's gonna have disadvantage at least. And the hex near dead Quasit lashes out pitifully at Filsticker. 11, I'm sure does not.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay, Lucas. Your melee core is falling apart except for Bort.
Yeah, if you
I
have
wish
any
it could be
really
more
big
help, but moving hand is apparently an action, and so is using it. I
Hmm.
could just move to other attacks. That might be the worst idea, actually. If I stand here, then it's likely that anything that comes after me I can maneuver to get the hand to deal with a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I will fire my crossbow at this Quasit, because Filsticker is worthless in melee, and getting him out of melee will improve our overall damage output quite a bit.
Okay.
I'm winning.
Crossbow, not like your.
I'll use a firebolt then.
I don't know, whichever one's better.
The crossbow is better,
magic,
but
please.
Okay.
Use magic, please. Just magic.
Yeah.
Fucking
does a
magic.
14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alright, 4 fire damage.
All right. 4. You are lucky because closets actually do have resistance to fire, but it only had 2 hit points left.
Wow.
So, Filsticker, this closet is coming at you, and it's like near dead from your axe wound, which is now rotting from the hex, and it's raising its claw at you, and then from behind a firebolt comes and strikes it, and it flies backwards. It's a smoking hole in its chest, and the fire spreads and it's back to the abyss.
Damn.
Ixa.
Hi.
Ixa, you feel sick, but your sword glows with holy light.
Yeah, this is really tough because I'm debating between attacking them or using lay hands to make sure Silas doesn't drop.
If it helps change your decision of 4 hit points.
Yeah,
The problem is, you can't easily get to Silas, because through isn't a thing. So you'd have to move to this square, like that, and that leaves one of their threatened areas.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
You'll
that's true.
take 1 attack of opportunity if you do that, but then you can dump as much lay of hands into Silas as you want.
okay. I have 15 points of that I could do. But if I attack, if I'm at disadvantage, I mean, there's a pretty real chance that I'm going to miss and waste my turn. This is tough. I don't know. See, I have 22 HP left, so it's unlikely that they would be able to me.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And I roll to recover from the poison at the end of my turn.
Yes. And it's only DC 10.
Okay. If I do move to the hex over here behind them, Silas, remind me, does that like cause disadvantage or anything if tries to spell his cantrip to attack them?
It won't cause disadvantage. You might potentially provide cover, but you know they can move to where they won't won't have cover.
That's true. All right. If I move to this hex, if beneath the shadow demon, can she use lay hands on Silas from there?
You can. You risk getting in the attention of the shadow demon. But you can do that. You will still have to move out of the range of this guy and get an opportunity attacked.
Yeah, I was debating if I intentionally wanted to get his attention, so it won't focus on Silas, but I'm also less survivable than him, so that's maybe not a great idea anyway. Alright, yeah, I will move her here, revoking attacks of opportunity as
Right.
Siri, and I will give him 14 points of Bullet Hands to save one in case we need to bring somebody back from dying later.
Cool. Okay, so it gets an attack as you run by, which of course hits.
Of course.
For 6 piercing damage.
Alright, but I can't get any more poisoned, right?
You can take the toxic damage, so you need to make the con save. Alright, no additional poison damage.
And I need to roll again to shake off the original, right?
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
and you're no longer poisoned. Move the snail that is for some reason my poison icon right now. So you run around. You get cut as you go, but manage it. And Silas heals 14 hit points.
Yay. I really needed that.
Mm-hmm.
What was that reckless attack thing?
That's a barbarian class feature. They can claim advantage in exchange for giving everyone else advantage to hit them.
So,
Okay, Shadow Demon. It no longer has advantage on Silas. So who does it attack?
fucking fight me.
I guess it attacks
Fight
Bort.
me.
Bort did wound the one it's supposed to be protecting. And a 13 does not hit you. Bort's turn.
Right, Maul.
Okay.
Hit.
Hit.
A lot
Ooh,
of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Okay, so that is
Se-
7 damage. Yes. Bort comes in swinging at the shadows. It still stands.
Eat it, you ghastly fuck.
Philsticker.
Okay, first things first, I'll transfer the hex onto the Shadow Demon.
Cool. Looks. Alright. Alright, no, that's.
Yeah. Kind of necrotic, I don't know. I'll try it anyway.
Okay. No, I was confused because I forgot that I had marked it with ghosts. It should have had disadvantage to attack Bort. I shouldn't have
Oh.
done that. I forgot. Oh well, it missed anyway.
And now, since he's hexed and my kill was stolen, I need to try to get a good kill here so that I get XPs, you know.
Right.
So I'll try to kill the Shadow Demon. Oh, and yeah, so penalty is still on strength for him.
Sure.
Or disadvantage.
Right.
Take that, you whore!
Could you do this instead? Because combat routines used to involve making stealth checks, and maybe making it suck at those would help.
Could I do what?
Dex instead of strength for instance.
Yeah. Does it actually give him disadvantage? I thought it was just.
It would on his stealth check, yeah.
Ability checks.
Yeah, like stealth.
Okay.
But
It's on stealth then.
okay.
Technically, it isn't like a separate category of skill check. They're just all like flavored ability checks, if I remember how it phrases
Well, if that's the
so.
case, that's much more useful than I realized. Okay.
Alright, it
Yes.
looks like Convalescence is demonstrating that cues should be drawn that way on a hex map quite elegantly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's right. Shit.
Yeah. Alright. Sure. But your Eldritch Blast misses. Silas, it's your turn. What you gonna do?
Yep. Um. Do I disengage or not? I'm not sure if I want to lose the rage. Nope, we'll just
What
stay
would you
there.
do if you disengage?
Just attack from, 10 feet away instead of right up against it next turn.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah, so at the very least, it'd take an opportunity attack if it tried to leave from attacking Bort. But, yeah, I guess just because I am pretty far down in terms of health.
So disengaging and moving there,
Mm-hmm.
and so I believe that means it loses your ghosts, and your rage ends, right?
I believe so, yes. And I have to make a constitution check for the poison?
Yes. Okay, you're fine.
Good,
No
good.
more snails.
Up until your next hit.
Right. Although the closets are no longer, well, actually, I guess could follow you, but yeah. All right. So closet's turn. First, the one that has been attacking Ixa this entire time continues attacking Ixa. 8 don't do nothing. And the other one that was attacking Silas, I'm gonna have it switch to Ixa because Ixa is right there in front of it now. Ixa's fine.
Thank goodness.
Yes. And the Shadow Demon, having its stealth hexed.
Does Nick go later?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm brain. Yeah. Okay. Lucas. Lucas, it is your turn.
Fire his crossbow.
Okay. You hit.
For 4 damage.
All right. For 2 damage. A grazing blow.
And then we'll move up to here.
Okay.
That way it'd be easy for people to come and grab a potion off of Belt if they want one, but he's still not in range to be attacked by. I guess a Shadow Demon could make it happen if he took an arrow from board, but otherwise good to go.
Okay. Ixa.
Okay. One of these was more injured than the other, right? One of the closets.
I mean, technically, the northmost closet has been hit more times for a series of 1 damage, but
Okay, well,
yeah, they're both pretty. They're both like over 3/4 of their health hit points still.
okay, well, she'll attack the northmost one then.
Okay.
And this time, adding +2 to this roll, so it's 16.
Okay. That's a hit.
And it's. That counts as magic damage now, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you do 7.
Yeah.
All right. And it squeals in pain like a stuck pig, and as you slash it, and your sword cuts through its flesh so much easier now. Before it was like trying to chop down a tree with a sword, but now it dies like anything else. And
Excellent.
It is grievously wounded, but holding on.
That's excellent.
The Swamp Witch continues being dead. And it's the Shadow Demon's turn. The Shadow Demon... I guess he's going to attempt his self, which will have disadvantage, but he's still pretty good at it. As he attempts to try and trick Bort's eyes. So it's only a 15. With disadvantage.
Ah!
Give me a
Only a 15.
Yep, give me a perception check.
No,
Alright.
it's okay. Bring it on. You can hit me for once, you piece of shit. Bring it.
Does a 15 hit you? I know it doesn't.
Fuck no.
Shout him!
Try harder.
Shout him! Who'll only give you a +5 to hit? Damn it. Okay. Alright.
Maul.
For some
Maul.
reason, your dwarven made plate protects you against shadow demons. I'm not sure how that makes sense, but Fort, it's your turn.
Maul has failed.
Oh, Maul has failed. Okay then. Philsticker. What you got?
The time has come.
Eldritch Blast?
Bort is actually
Let's
screaming
try
in this thing's
again.
face, by the way, just to be clear.
Alright.
Mocking it and shit.
12? You miss.
What? Dang.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast flying all across the island, not really hitting anything.
I'm gonna kill that horizon.
Yeah. Silas, what you doing?
Philsticker puts swamps on the horizon, as if there weren't already. Let's
The
see.
world is ringed with swamps.
Yep, everywhere else.
Grandfather Rot smiles in his sleep.
The whole world is within a ring of my domain.
So, help with the Shadow Demon, or does Ixa want help with the Closet?
The one closet that Ixa just hit, you're pretty sure you can drop it.
Yeah, which one is it? The northernmost one?
Mm-hmm. It's just got a holy sword through its guts, which it's now holding in with one hand.
Yeah, so having stepped back, he tries to quickly finish that one off.
Alright. Give me an attack roll. That's a hit. Give me a damage roll. That's
Wow.
enough. So you just bring
Yep.
your pike up and decapitate
Skewer.
the tiny creature. And hold on. That's an initiative loading closet, so it doesn't get erased. It just gets next time.
Oh no, that's a load-bearing closet. We can't
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yes. Yes. So, anything else from Silas? Happy
No.
with your positioning? Okay. So the last closet screams out and bloody murder as it tries to jump on Ixa. Oh gosh, it does it. Ixa, take another 6 damage.
She really needs better AC.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, what's funny is I actually realized that she also has a class ability that grants +1 AC, but that still only gives her 16.
Ah.
Alright.
And give me that con save. Oh no! Alright. You take 6 poison damage as well. And are feeling
Alright.
sick and bad again as the demon poison snakes through your veins.
Yep, this is bad. Only got 4 HP left.
Lucas, it's your turn.
Alright, Lucas will move up to here so that Ixa can grab a potion. And Lucas will move the end here threateningly. Ooh, scary.
Okay. Ixa, your turn.
You might need to use it to grab Ixa and take her to safety.
All right.
It's a potion in reach if you want one.
How much does it heal?
44 plus 4.
That does sound like a better idea than attacking the closet. All right, so she will take that, which I assume uses up her entire action.
Yeah.
Yes, that 13 HP is much appreciated.
Yeah, I should start having you guys carry these things. There's no obligation in my class feature that I be the one holding the potion.
Mm-hmm.
That probably would be a good idea.
And if Lucas needs a potion, he's probably unconscious anyway.
But he's got 17 hit points. You know, he might get hit by a magic missile.
That's true. That's true. He's grown so much in his time in the swamp. He's a big wizard now with 17 hit points. He can survive a hit. Okay, so that's Ixa. The witch continues to be dead. Shadow Demon.
You can do it, buddy.
I believe in you, Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon uses his bonus action to try and sneak attack Bort in the dim light under the tree. Bort needs to beat a 10 on his perception.
Finally, one that I might be able to reasonably beat. Yay!
Hey, you do. So you see through its trickery. You've seen enough of this to know what it's trying to do. But it still lashes out with its claws ineffectually.
At least I have an excuse when I don't hit you. You're smoke.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hell is where
okay.
spoke. Hell is where the devils come from. These are demons. They're from the abyss.
Yeah, so you wouldn't like it.
Right.
I guess you
Anyway,
make a fair point.
Right.
You would
Anyway,
very much
yeah.
not like it.
Right, Maul.
Phil Sticker, why does your frog know so much about demons?
Because it's magic.
Right.
Fair enough.
But
Why
yeah,
do you know so
Maul,
much about demons?
Maul time.
In KSB settings, all frogs are demonic creatures.
I think a 24 hits.
Oh wait, I
yes.
should be more insulting. It's a toad, damn it!
Maximum fucking damage.
All right. So,
Oh, wow, nice.
so 8 damage. You almost have it to half its health.
Could someone who actually has magical powers that aren't fire-based please help?
I
Like,
thought about moving the hand there, but I really thought that the Quasit was the bigger likelihood of the hand being useful to attack.
The Quasi is definitely the bigger threat. Once that's dead, please God help me.
Alright, it'll
could-
be a couple
I
of
could not
rounds.
Die,
I'm working on it, buddy.
but jeez, like I can't damage this thing fast enough. Eventually, it's going to get a good hit on me. Eventually, someday, like maybe like 15 years down the line, it'll eventually get a hit on me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If Ixa gets a chance to attack it, I can use. I have an ability that lets me do like 2d8 extra radiant damage to it. I can't remember what it's called.
Your divine
Big smite, I think.
Yeah, Divine Smite.
You burn
yeah.
spell slots for extra damage.
That's
Yeah,
like
which I think is worth
Paladin
doing now.
101.
Yes. Okay, so that was Bort's turn. So Phil Sticker, we are on you. What you got?
Oh, already. I'm an Eldritch Blast!
All right. Give me its hit
Damn
roll.
it. I meant to hurry up and click that, but I was not able to switch to the thing fast.
I'm sorry.
Somebody somewhere is having a terrible day.
Yes.
All their windows are broken by purple lasers that grew mushrooms, and they're
Mhm. These aren't even good mushrooms. These are all poisonous.
not even fun poison.
Mhm. Yeah. Not even effective at using for making you. It only makes basic poison. That shit's useless.
I can't even kill my wife with this.
Silas, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. On that note, let's see. Where does the other closet look?
It looks like it's almost completely unharmed. Almost.
Mm. All right then. Um, is it possible to attack through Ixa?
I'm absolutely sure that that there is a rule for using a reach weapon over a teammate. Ixa is small, so if the Quasit was like your size, I would definitely say go for it. But the Quasit is even smaller than Ixa,
Mm.
because it's a tiny creature.
I actually thought the whole point of reach weapons was to attack through an eye.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe. I guess I'll allow it this time. I'll look it up later.
All right. Cool. Oh, it's not gonna work anyway.
No. Ix is just in your way too much. You can't get a clear stab at it. Waste your turn.
Oh, we can't be mad at her since she just saved his life. So.
Uh-huh.
You'll have to teach Ix about formation fighting later. Although that might be too lawful for you. So yeah. Silas is done. So it's Quasit's turn. I'm gonna roll.
It can easily escape the hand, but if it does, it will move to a position where it can't easily escape the hand. Gotta set it up multiple turns in a row, apparently.
Yeah, let's see. The Quasit turns invisible. That's his turn.
Good idea.
Lucas, what you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna move the hand again. Actually, there's nowhere I can move it to where the Shadow Demon wouldn't just be able to move away from it. So I guess I'm just gonna shoot the Shadow Demon with my crossbow.
Okay.
If there was a second person in melee with it, this would make all the difference. But
Oh no, it's gonna go through it and hit port.
well, it's gonna be one of those things.
Yeah, you're fine. It's like floating up in the air. You'd have to like really miss to hit port. So yeah, you missed though. Ixa, the Quasit you were fighting has turned invisible.
Well, that's
All
one
right.
problem dealt with. Sure,
In that
that
case-
won't come back to bite us.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, in that case, Ixo is gonna change her attention to the Shadow Demon and do what I said earlier.
All right.
So, to try to hit it, which is not guaranteed, but... Oh, wait. Let's see, was I poisoned? Yeah, so...
It's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You hit anyway.
Alright, so that does Just 4 damage, I'm guessing, because it's not a crit, right?
Right. Right. So this is
Okay, and I'm gonna use Divine Smite for an additional 2d8 radiant damage.
All right. So let's see. Your sword is magic right now, so 4. Full 4. So that's 11 damage. Ixa's sword blazes with divine lights. She cleaves off a chunk of shadow, and the shadow demon rise. Ah! And it's clearly been hurt more by that blow than any other strike that has landed on it thus far.
And she shakes off the poison.
Yes, you shake off the poison.
Yay, we're not dead.
Mm.
We actually have a chance in hell.
Yes. Suicidal Witch is dead. Shadow Demon.
Fuck you, fight me.
But the Paladin is so scary. And divine.
You still haven't hit me yet, bitch. Bet you can't do it before you go down.
Bet I can kill this Paladin.
No, don't do that. That would be uncool, you dweeb. Shadow garbage baby.
It's gonna use, Telgan, your divine weapon only casts dim light, right?
Right.
Okay, so it can still use its stealth ability. So it does with disadvantage from the hex. 15. Bort, Ixa. Roll perception against a 15.
Nope.
Alright. Well, it has advantage to hit Bort, so it takes the advantage.
Try me. Hit me this time, you fuck.
I can't roll above a 5. Yeah. Somehow, Bort's armor protects him yet again.
Fucking invincible.
You need to thank Kildrak when he exists again for giving you demon resistant armor, apparently.
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Anyway, as per usual, Maul.
Okay. Hey, that's a hit.
Literally one off from fucking maximum damage. 5 damage.
5 damage. Oh, it's getting kind of low. A few, like 4 more hits like that might do it.
You can give up and leave now. You know this is going to take a while and you're not going to win.
Fiddlesticker.
He's probably telling the truth.
What you got?
Blast.
Blast. Hey, 13
right.
hits.
Oh, what? Oh, shit, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's.
Oh, and the necrotic damage. Don't forget the necrotic damage.
I won't, but it is resistant to it.
Oh.
Dang,
I was
an additional 2 necrotic damage.
I was imagining somewhere far away a child hits a baseball through a window and says, "Oh shit," and then a purple laser flies through the same window and kills whoever's inside, and the boy has to leave town and changes. Unfortunately, it hit, so that didn't happen.
Yes. So your blast hits the shadow demon in the back and like bursts through its chest, leaving a hole that fills in rapidly with shadow. But the creature is stunned and staggered by this blow. Silas, your foe is off balance. If you strike now, maybe you can actually kill it somehow.
Yes, he will do so.
Recklessly?
Yeah, yep. What's the worst that could happen?
Just throw your axe at him.
You could crit the shit out of him.
Apparently, yeah. Wow.
Okay. So that's enough to reduce its hit points to 0. You want to tell us what that looks like, Silas?
I think the last one is an overhead slash that kind of dissipates it into a cloud of smoke that drifts off into the sky.
All right. Yes. You do that. And then
And then?
Well, yeah, the closet's going to attack someone.
Mm.
And then, leaping up from behind the closet, that was previously invisible, attempts to punish Bort for his crimes against demonkind.
Oh no!
And he gets a 20!
Holy
No,
crap.
it's
you actually
Not a
managed
natural
to-
20, though, so it's not that cool. 4 piercing damage, and give me a constitution save.
You tried.
Okay. It tried. But Bort, you have a closet on your back, and it's like clawing at the gaps in your armor.
Alright, I am going to bash my back with my maul, I guess.
It's not your turn. It's Lucas's turn.
Oh.
Lucas,
Bash
there's
my
a quad.
back with...
Better shoot through Mort's chest to kill the closet.
Okay, Lucas's turn is done.
Okay.
Given how bad luck that everything else has had getting through my armor, I severely doubt that any of you could shoot through it.
Ixa, it is your turn.
Alright. Then, can she reach it? Attack. I think she can. Actually, hang on. I remember this has come up before. Let me see what her speed is. Oh, it's 30. Okay.
You only need 20 feet to get to it.
Yes, she can reach it. So, run around here and smack it with her sword.
Bring some divine fury on it. 17 hits. A slashing.
Yep.
Am I still in? I'm still in the GM lair. Oops. Yeah, 8 slashing. That you bring it down and you sever off one of its demonic legs, but it's still holding on to Bort's back. Crying
Very
and
determined.
hissing in fury. Bort, it's a little frog bug pig man bat on your back.
Right, I'm going to bash it over my shoulder with my maul, I guess.
Go for it.
Get mauled.
Okay, your minimum damage bonus is gonna, like, roll it, but, you know, it's gonna do it. Squash. You squash the closet against your back, and it disappears back into the abyss. You stand now on this island. The hag, brains and blood and skull fragments are all oozing down the side of the tree. Your own blood is splashed about Silas and Ixa, mostly. but you're victorious. No more demons come forth to attack you.
Right.
Well, that was unpleasant. I suppose we ought to bring this tree to the ground.
That sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And probably also check the area for anything that might be valuable, because
Oh yes,
this
definitely.
seems like the exact sort of place that there would be weird esoteric treasures. scattered
Maybe
about.
something in the ashes.
Right. I'll start working on gathering and drying some kindling.
Let's take all of our teeth.
Through the literal ashes of this woman whose name I don't believe we asked from her home.
Right, Matt said her
whoever
name,
is
but I don't know if
searching-
we knew it.
Yeah, none of you asked her name. You bunch of jerks. Yeah.
That would have made it too hard. It was an intentional decision.
Yeah, we have feeling.
Even a hag doesn't deserve this.
So, all right. So you're going to search the ashes of the old house for anything valuable, and you're going to set the tree on fire.
In
Yeah, like-
retrospect,
We're gonna search
should
around the
probably
roots of the
search.
old tree.
and Phil Sticker, this prestidigitation, he could do the gathering and drawing. So I think Lucas
Oh,
is the best
okay.
searcher in the party.
Right. I will help if that gives you like advantage or something.
It does.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So Lucas, as you are searching through the ashes, you throw off some char, some remains of what seems to have been, some manner of furniture that is unrecognizably charred, and you push it aside, and you find a bit of soft earth underneath the house. You realize from the metal hinges that remain that this was a concealed trapdoor over over a bit of earth. You think there's something buried here.
All right, Lucas will tie some rope to it, walk over behind it, pull the rope to pull it open.
Okay. Yeah.
I will use my shovel to help dig it up if
Mhm.
need.
If and when it doesn't explode, we'll
Yeah.
go check on it.
There's no explosion. If there was a mechanism here, the fire has long since destroyed it. There's a bit of earth, but as you as Bort digs through it with his shovel, you find a simple wooden chest in the ground. It's maybe 2 feet long and maybe a foot deep, and like half a foot length or width the other direction.
He doesn't know how big that is. I'm joking.
Yeah, a foot is a standard ruler, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I can do that. All right,
30 centimeters, roughly.
hopefully Silas helps me look over the box for traps.
We've got to describe the box in units of time and the distance a photon.
The box does have a very basic seeming lock on it, but there is, as far as you can tell, no sign of traps.
All right, well, unlocking things is Bort's job.
Mm-hmm.
Walking back to Bort.
24 should probably open the lock. Unless that's a really insanely good lock.
So you open, so you pop open the lock, and you open the chest, and inside the chest, there is a, there is a book, a small, brown, cloth bag with, seems to have some stuff, some things in it. A long silver wand with a glass bulb on one end. A pouch containing some manner of dust. It looks similar to the dust of sneezing and choking that you found before. And an iron rod floating in space. It's floating inside the box.
Right. Well, Lucas is gonna leave Fiddlesticker to continue drying out and desiccating the entire tree while he gets his pearl out and stares at each of these objects in turn for 11 minutes.
Okay, I am investigating. Okay. Nope, nothing there.
It's
So
a
you don't need to roll
it's a
anything.
magic
You're just
it's a magic tree with an old woman in it.
I found some good sticks over here.
good.
Absolutely.
You just need to burn the tree. I'll be over here figuring out whether these are safe to touch.
I'll be drying
We'll be
sticks.
like over here figuring out if they're safe to touch because that's where they are.
Bort will
Oh, alright.
figure out if they're safe to touch by touching them. It's the quickest way.
Does Lucas stop this from happening?
Yes, Lucas will raise a hand and say, "Do you remember the lecture on explosive runes?"
It's like Lucas doesn't even want a ranger in the party.
Please give me some time to check that these won't turn you into some kind of giant monster if you touch them.
That's fair.
Okay. So, did you want to check any particular item first?
Well, the floating iron rod seems the most pressing. If there's a button on it I can press, that's a little bit less disturbing, but I should still check it.
Okay. So the spell you're using, you're using like Identify. This just tells you what it is.
Yep.
All right. So you take 11 minutes and you stare at this this floating iron rod, and it is as your suspicion tells you. It is an immovable rod. There's a button on the bottom side that is obscured by the chest in the hole. And if you press that, it will deactivate. And press it again to reactivate it in the future.
Lucas is thrilled to have this device. We'll have to discuss it like who should hold it.
Mm-hmm.
What about the? I guess we'll do the wand next. That seems the second most pressing.
Yes. This is a wand of magic detection. It it allows you to cast detect magic 3 times per day, or it has 3 charges, and it recovers 1d3 charges a day. If you use the last charge,
Right.
then there's a chance it breaks, but you know.
Lucas will test that now, and use the charge. What are there any other items here that are magic?
The pouch of dust, it is magic. The,
Alright, 11 minutes
the bag,
later.
whatever the contents of the bag are, and the book are not magic.
Wonderful. Then that saves me any risk on the book. We can look at that later. The bag, Lucas will toss to Bort to look through, and he'll get to work on identifying this dust.
Alright. Bort, you've just been handed a bag, inside of which are 7 sardonyx gemstones of weighty size. Your dwarven intuition tells you that they're worth 50 gold pieces each. This is a small treasure hoard.
Cool. Can I do stone cunning to see if they have anything of note about them that could possibly make them more valuable?
Yes, go ahead. Roll that. It's a history check, right? With proficiency?
Yeah. And that double proficiency, so
Right.
I should probably /R.
Yeah, you need to /R that.
20.
Okay, you know something. You know something that makes these sardonyx special. What is it?
These are actually mined from a specifically they were prospected from the very same fortress or mine that Bort was supposed to be part of the immigrant caravan for.
Hmm.
The mine is gone now, but these are basically all that remains of what it once was, at least as far as he knows. So they are notable for being
For their
basically
their location.
exceptionally rare.
Cool. So you have 7 sardonyx gems mined from whatever the name of that mine was.
Boat murdered.
Boat murdered, right? You have 7 sardonyx from boat murdered.
I forget what the I think
To
I
a
was
dwarf,
quoting
that
the
may
sign.
to a dwarf they may be worth more than their fair value of 50 gold.
Could you sell that?
Could I sell that?
Yes.
I mean, I could certainly try. I don't quite have the I'm not quite so good at persuasion, but I'm sure if someone else was able to play it up.
No, I mean,
or,
how to spell this word? I'm trying to add it to the notes. The town that it's from.
it's whatever the dwarven name of boat murdered is.
I forget what that is.
It starts with a K, I think.
Koganusen. We'll just go with that.
Okay. Let's see. You need to fill in your bio sheet page, Bort, so that I can look up where you're from.
Yeah,
Reference it. Okay. Yeah. So while Bort's doing that, he starts going on about how these gemstones are special because they're from some dwarven fortress that collapsed, like within his lifetime. Lucas finishes doing his magic stuff, and you determine that the dust is a pouch of dust of dryness, which is a standard magic item that I expect Retromach probably already knows what it does. But for everyone else, basically, you have a certain number of uses of it, and it basically destroys water that it touches.
It came up in STP a lot. Like you found some of them on the cultists, or supposed to be the main antagonists.
That's right. I had forgotten about that, but you're right. So, one pinch of the dust turns a cube of water 15 feet on a side into a marble-sized pellet, which floats or rests near where the dust was sprinkled. The pellet's weight is negligible. You can then later use an action to smash the pellet against a hard surface, causing the pellet to shatter and release all the water it absorbed. Doing so ends the pellet's magic. Also, if you encounter an any sort of water elemental or anything, they really hate these.
Well, Lucas already has some plans for it in mind. Later on, he's going to individually repackage pinches so that he can have Balearica deliver one pinch remotely. Because if we were to drop that like beside a boat in the swamp, a 15-foot cube has got to be like water here is only like it's not particularly deep, but it's going to be there's going to be no water, and the water's going to rush in. So it would sink a boat to drop next to pretty much definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be extremely handy in some situations. Movable rods are a ton of fun. Is anyone here, as a player, an expert in the use of immovable rods?
I used one at salmon ladder style once to climb.
I'm familiar with the concept. I don't think I've ever actually gotten one in a campaign or seen one.
The swamp is not necessarily the best place to use them, but it does have a range of good options for us.
Retromach, while I'm thinking about it, will you go ahead and roll 1d6 plus 4? That's how many pinches of the Dust of Dryness you have.
10.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
very nice.
This was a treasure hoard. All right.
Alright, well, think about who should carry the immovable rod in the week, because Lucas is not ideal for it, placed near the back, and he already has a range of puzzle-solving options. But there would have been a bunch of things we could have done with an immovable rod throughout our adventure so far. Not in this encounter, unfortunately, that I can think of, but in our adventure overall.
Mm-hmm.
The wand, Lucas should obviously carry.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move that from the shared party. I'll leave it there for now, actually, because we're going to want to do value calculation, but I'm going to keep using it.
Okay.
And the gemstones are a really nice find. The book we'll want to look through.
So you pick up the book and you open it, and expecting most likely that it would be some sort of grimoire or some sort of book of arcane secrets, and instead you find that it is a Nilfenbergian play called Dogs and Owls. And it's a tragedy. It was very popular for a week. Some years ago.
Well, that's almost touching in its own way. He'll look back towards the tree we're preparing to turn into a giant ball of fire
Yes.
with the book. He'll wander over and he'll place it with the body, like an offering, not like we're burning this book because it's terrible, with some respect.
And because, player characters, and you're going to need it for your calculations anyway later, if you decide to sell the book, it has a value of 25 gold pieces.
We'll meet that later. If we burn it, don't we not get XP for it?
If you burn it, you won't get gold for it, but I will give you XP for it. Because that seems appropriate.
It's something we chose to do with the treasure.
Yes. So, all right. The you light the fire. Tree burns. Billsticker apparently burns too, because he didn't move himself out of the way.
Damn!
The flames seem to burn this tree rather easily, and crackling fire chars her body beyond recognition very quickly. The tree, of course, will take some time to burn all the way down, but it quickly becomes, entirely engulfed. It will burn down to, at least a charred center, if left. Or you could camp here and knock it over and make sure it completely turns to ash, if you like.
I mean, we may as well. We aren't getting much farther today, I don't think. Could we start a mapping expedition from this location tomorrow?
Yes, you could.
All right. And, yeah, Lucas would like to stay. Even though there's the possibility that the hags are raising an army of demons to reinforce this location, it seems like even as the demon flies, they'd be more than a day away in the swamp, and feels right. Stay.
Mhm. Yes. So you set your camp around this hag funeral pyre, and night comes, and yeah, short rest time. Anyone who wants to spend hit dice,
I absolutely do.
you have the opportunity to do so now.
Before you spend hit dice, actually, you might want to go ahead because I can only restore so many spell slots a day, and I probably should try to load near full power. So,
Yeah, I'm definitely spending one then.
This is the time when you need your bard, and he's not here. He's off in some portable hole somewhere with the ranger.
Can we spend as many hit dice as we want, or is it only one at a time for rest?
You can spend as many as you like, but I think you have to declare them all up front.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's the actual rule, although that is how I've always played it.
Well, I'll save the others then. 23 HP. Enough.
Okay.
Alright, I only declared one there, so I'll keep that then.
Alright.
Although I will say there is no way to do more than one at a time on Roll20 if you use the thing.
what do you mean?
Cause like if you click the hit die thing to roll the macro, you can't. It doesn't ask you like how many are you spending to do it all at once if he wants it to be all done at the same time.
Yeah, but you could say spending 3 hit dice and then click button 3 times.
Right? Yeah.
Or just roll it, but
Not automatically, but yeah, we can. It's still feasible for me to have to say beforehand, but yep. So
from what I can tell, the wording in the book supports your conclusion, although it is vague enough that I don't think anyone could say for certain you were doing it wrong if you let people spend them one at a time.
yeah, no, it's fair. I'm all right with it. Yep. So I'm at 24 out of something huge, like 48, I think, or 40. Yep.
All right. So, yeah. So that was an encounter.
Oh yeah.
It was. Good work, everyone. We didn't panic. We worked together as a team. It really came together at the end.
Yep. No one died. I thought Silas would go down for the first time, but nope. Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next time, buddy.
All right. Morning comes, and I know we're about on our time, but I actually pre-rolled this encounter, so I'm just going to go ahead and just narrate a little bit. So the next morning, you set out to do your mapping, basing out of the island of the suicidal witch. You make your circuit. Around midday, you see 3 candle thieves in a tree. One of them cautiously approaches you. Cautiously approaches your boats. How do you react to that?
Lucas is going to cast light on a pebble and offer it.
Alright.
It comes down and snatches the pebble from your hand, and then it runs off, and the other 2 jump after it, and they run off into the swamp, leaping from tree to tree. Lucas, go ahead and make your cartography roll. Silas, I assume, go ahead and make your survival check for foraging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if we could swap back to the other page, I will mark supplies as well.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And Lucas is determined to do good cartography.
All right.
15.
You do good cartography.
I wonder what kind
Excellent.
of hat the candle thieves give us.
All right. You have mapped this hex, and I can actually to the layer and pop the token for the Hag's tree. Oh, actually, that shouldn't be on the token layer. That should be on the map layer. My mistake. Get out of here, boat. In my way. Go to the map layer. Alright.
What was it? Owls and what was the name of the book?
Dogs and Owls. From this random title generator I used.
Then we will call this the Isle of Dogs and Owls.
Okay. You can add that to the map then.
Should have asked her name, but you do.
And yeah. So with your hex mapped, you've got you did your food and water. You return to her island, having completed a big circle around the area, and you were done mapping this hex, and we're gonna we're gonna call the session here for that. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you.
All right.
Whoa.
Yeah, thank you for running. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have to say the combat took a little longer than I anticipated, but yeah, it was still a fun one.
It
Yeah,
was a
pretty
really good
intense.
fight. I really enjoyed it, but I will catch you all later.
All right. Bye.
Have a good night.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna drop off too. Good night.
Good night.